You want to break your limits. Then stop needing comfort. Because comfort is the one thing that keeps you weak without you realizing it. It feels good, doesn't it? Sleeping in, eating what you want, skipping the hard days, telling yourself you'll start tomorrow. But that comfort, it's the reason you're not becoming what you could be. Every fighter knows this truth. Comfort destroys potential. When you're comfortable, you stop pushing. When you stop pushing, you stop growing. And when you stop growing, you stop living. I've met strong people. People who looked unbeatable. But do you know what happened to them? They got comfortable. They reached a level that made them feel safe, and they stopped pushing. That's when they started falling. Because the moment you choose comfort over challenge, you've already lost the fight. I've been through battles that broke my body. Times I thought I couldn't move another step. But every time I hit that wall, I asked myself one thing. Is this really all I've got? And every time, the answer was no. Because limits aren't real. They're just walls built by comfort. You can't break limits if you still care about feeling good. Growth doesn't care about comfort. It only responds to pain, struggle, and effort. That's why most people never reach their potential. They give up the moment things get hard. They say they want to be great. They talk about becoming stronger. But when it's time to train until their body screams for mercy, they quit. When life punches them, they stay down. Because comfort whispers to them, it's okay. You've done enough. But that's a lie. You've never done enough. Not until you've gone beyond what you thought was possible. The truth is, there's no comfort in becoming stronger. You'll sweat. You'll hurt. You'll want to give up 100 times. But that's what it takes. That's the price of evolution. People want results, but they don't want the struggle. They want strength, but not the discipline. They want power, but not the pain. That's why most people stay average forever. They let their comfort control them. But not you. You're not here to stay soft. You're here to grow, to evolve, to fight until your last breath. You have to understand something. Comfort isn't peace. It's a trap. It's the illusion that everything's okay, when deep down you know you're wasting your potential. It's the voice that tells you to rest when you haven't earned it. It's the reason you stop chasing what sets your soul on fire. Do you know what happens when you stop needing comfort? You become unstoppable. You stop waiting for the perfect moment. You stop caring about the pain. You stop hesitating, you act. You fight. You grow. Every time you ignore comfort, you become stronger. Every time you keep training when your body says stop, you break another wall inside you. Every time you face the pain instead of running from it, you discover who you really are. That's how I've lived my entire life. Always chasing the next fight. Always searching for someone stronger. Not because I wanted to prove something, but because I wanted to see how far I could go. You see, strength isn't about being better than others. It's about being better than who you were yesterday. And that means doing what most people won't. Most people look for shortcuts. They want the easy path. They want power without sacrifice. But real strength doesn't come cheap. It demands everything. Your comfort, your time, your energy, your excuses. When you're training and your muscles start burning, that's not a reason to stop. That's the signal that growth has begun. That's your body and mind evolving together. But most people stop right there. Right at the moment when they're about to get stronger. They say, it's too much. They say, I can't. They say, maybe tomorrow. But tomorrow never comes. Because comfort becomes a habit. And once it becomes a habit, it kills the warrior inside you. You have to fight that urge every single day. Fight the part of you that wants to take it easy. Because that part is your enemy. And it's stronger than you think. It'll whisper that you deserve a break. That you've done enough. that you've already trained hard. But a real warrior knows, the moment you start listening to that voice, you've already lost. The path to breaking limits isn't easy. You'll be alone sometimes. You'll be tired. You'll question yourself. But you have to remember, you're not fighting for comfort. You're fighting for greatness. The pain you feel today is the strength you'll feel tomorrow. Every rep, every drop of sweat, every moment of exhaustion, it all adds up. Every second you push past your limit, you carve a new version of yourself. One that's faster, sharper, and hungrier. And that hunger is everything. Because when you lose it, you stop improving. Never let yourself get satisfied. Always stay hungry. Always stay curious. Always keep asking, can I go further? Because you can. You always can. When you remove comfort from your life, you open the door to growth. When you stop waiting for things to get easier, you start becoming stronger. When you stop complaining, you start winning. Comfort weakens your spirit. Struggle forges it. You can't build power in peace. Power is built in the fire. It's built when you refuse to give up. When you take one more step, even when your body says no. The truth is, the greatest version of yourself is on the other side of pain. On the other side of fatigue. On the other side of fear. But you'll never meet that version if you keep running back to comfort. You have to choose your path. The easy road that gives you nothing, or the hard road that gives you everything. The easy road will give you pleasure. The hard road will give you purpose. The easy road will make you feel safe. The hard road will make you powerful. The easy road will keep you average. The hard road will make you legendary. Every time you choose comfort, you trade strength for weakness. But every time you choose the hard path, you rise above who you were. That's what breaking limits means. It's not about being born special. It's about choosing the path no one else will walk. You have to stop thinking like everyone else. Stop chasing comfort like they do. Because they'll never understand what it means to go beyond. They'll laugh at your discipline. They'll mock your focus. But one day, they'll see the results. And they'll wonder how you did it. You did it because you didn't need comfort. You did it because you didn't quit when it hurt. You did it because you chose to keep going when everyone else stopped. That's how warriors are made. That's how legends are born. When you're tired, keep going. When you're sore, keep going. When it feels impossible, keep going. Because the moment you stop, you prove that comfort still owns you. And you can't break limits if you're still a slave to comfort. Comfort is the enemy of greatness. It's the reason most people never evolve. They stop fighting as soon as life gets hard. But not you. Not anymore. You were not born to live in comfort. You were born to test your potential. You were born to see how far you can go. And the only way to find that out is by suffering through the process. The universe doesn't reward comfort. It rewards endurance. It rewards those who refuse to quit. It rewards those who keep moving forward, no matter how heavy the burden feels. The more you avoid comfort, the more you find power. Because you start realizing something. Pain is temporary, but the strength you gain from it lasts forever. Every time you train through exhaustion, every time you ignore the easy way out, every time you rise after falling, you're proving something to yourself. You're proving that your spirit is stronger than your circumstances. That's how you break limits. By proving over and over that you can go further than you think. Don't let the world convince you that comfort is happiness. It's not. Happiness comes from progress. It comes from seeing yourself grow. It comes from knowing you earned everything you have. Comfort gives you pleasure for a moment. Discipline gives you pride forever. So stop chasing what feels good. Chase what makes you grow. Stop running from hard things. Run toward them. Face them head on. Because on the other side of that pain is the version of you that doesn't break anymore. The version of you that doesn't need comfort. The version of you that others call unstoppable. You want to break limits, then let go of what's holding you back. Let go of your comfort. Let go of your fear. Let go of that voice that keeps saying, "I'll start tomorrow." Tomorrow doesn't exist. You have today. Right now. This moment. The question is, what are you going to do with it? Will you stay comfortable and remain the same? Or will you step into the fire and become someone new? Because I'll tell you this, once you taste growth, you'll never crave comfort again. Once you feel what it's like to go beyond, you'll never settle for average again. That's what life is about. Not staying safe. Not staying comfortable. But becoming the strongest version of yourself. The battle isn't out there. It's inside you. And every day, you get to choose who wins. Your weakness or your will. So fight. Train. Break every wall that stands in front of you. Ignore comfort. Embrace pain. Because only through pain, you find power. And when you do, you'll realize there were never any limits. Only excuses. You want to break limits. Then stop needing comfort. Start needing growth. Start needing progress. Start needing to become someone your past self would fear. Because comfort won't save you. But strength will. And strength only comes from struggle. Keep pushing. Keep fighting. Keep growing. Because that's what true warriors do. They never settle. They never stop. And they never ever choose comfort over greatness.